first of all, I'm very happy to be here and have a chance to share my love for ballet and pointe shoes.
That she represents the top of the mountain, the ultimate, the all the way over here. This is like the best of the best, the top of the top. This is where everything goes. Well, we're still students, and so there's a path that we go to. So what she's going to talk to you about is some new things that we're going to incorporate right away, right across the board for everybody. When I say right away, I don't say, you know, go break into the dance place and buy new shoes, so I have to radically change everything there. I'm not talking about that. But there are new things that we are going to incorporate. We had a staff meeting, what was it, a week or two ago, and we're starting to all work on that. And that's the biggest key to this, is that we as a staff are going to be communicating more and getting all this information from Pointe Shoe Central under the leadership and guidance of Ms. Katya. So some of the things will go ahead and be incorporated just as soon as we can. Some of them are going to take time, like till the next time you buy your pointe shoe or whatever. And particularly when we start into the summer and mostly into the fall term, then we will really be revving up. Also, this is only for the very, 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 very advanced, okay? Just because you have your first pair of pointe shoes and they don't feel like house shoes, you don't go home and take the hammer, and especially when we start to incorporate all of the changes about the sewing of the shoes and so forth, that you're not going to learn this in one night tonight. You're not going to learn it in one class. Pointe shoes are a very, very, very personal thing. You may be a big star, like Ms. Katya is, and have people dressing you, putting your makeup on, whatever, but only the dancer does their pointe shoe. Only the dancer.
What I've been seeing around is that shoes that a lot of dancers wearing here, a lot of students wearing, they're too big. We're gonna exercise the foot, because this is the exercise for the foot, right? So we're gonna make the foot strong, right? Because the stronger it gets, the more beautiful it gets, but we're gonna make it very strong, and we're gonna make it listen to us. Because if you just put your pointe shoes on, and you don't have feet that are ready for them, you're gonna have a lot of troubles, and you're gonna have a lot of injuries, unfortunately. To put a pair of shoes on, thinking that it's not gonna hurt me, or this is too tight and it's gonna hurt, that's why I'm not gonna wear it, it's wrong. You have to make sure that when you put your pointe shoes on, it's gonna be tight, like that tight. Your heel is not gonna come off. And it should feel like you cannot relax the foot. So you can when you put the whole entire weight on. But when you're not, then the arch should be a little bit like this. First of all, because they stretch, and they stretch a lot. Because when you work, you get warmer and your body sweats, and it will get able to do this with your foot. They're too big for you, right? You really want to have the feeling of connection with the floor. Otherwise, you're gonna feel like you're skating. When you feel the floor in your shoe, it's easier for you to be placed, to have a balance. It's easier for you to run. It's easier for you to push off. You basically have to have a constant connection with the floor. If you have too much stuff on your shoe, the only thing you're gonna have, the feeling, is like it's a big boot on you. And we don't want that. They really need to feel the floor. This on.
And after you're through with them, you can help us clean the studio.
That's right. Whiz away wipes, like wiping clothes, basically. This is the big toe. So when you can whiz, have your feet in cold water or ice. It's actually very good stuff after a lot of work as well. If you have a blister, yeah, don't go with Band-Aids and everything because they get messed up in the shoe. This is amazing.
Yeah, it's like a second skin.
Second skin. Yeah, you just put it on. Don't put anything extra because the more stuff you're going to have on your pointe shoe, the less room your foot is going to have. So the mold that your shoe, basically your shoe is going to mold to your foot more you're working at. So the more stuff you're going to put in, the less normal space.
The less it's going to be your foot.
Yeah.
This sounds like no toe pads. So this like no toe pads.
No, yeah, just this, right? Just this thing, and it's enough of protection. You don't want, that's why I'm saying the less stuff in the shoe, the better it is. Because then you can wear a slim shoe and it's going to look beautiful on your feet. You don't want ballerina look like a rabbit with huge feet, you know, just clunking on stage. That's not what we're going to be theater for. We're going to performance to see someone effortless and light and standing on point. I was taught, and I know that whoever I know in the professional world were taught to stand towards the big toe. There is also a reason for that, because once you stand like this, all the toes, of course, different length, right? And the biggest is the longest. So once you're like this, your foot is going to that side, and all the injuries, when you rip your ligaments and ankles are being ruined, is because of that. Once you're standing towards the big toe, you're using a lot of muscles that you develop through good training, and foot is able to support itself. There's a special placement for the ribbon, so you just tie it like this. Outside. Tie it outside.
Now this is a huge change. Huge change.
That's where you put the ribbons. When you tie them here, the Achilles tendon is too close, and the space is not enough. So what you're doing, you're pushing your Achilles tendon, and it's very dangerous. You can get tendonitis for that. Also, this bone you want to avoid. So basically, this is the perfect place that you should find in there. And aesthetically, it's more pleasing because since we're turned out, we show the inner side of the lat. We don't want elastics either for another reason, because it's just, well, in my opinion, doesn't look good. Let's put it this way. It distracts the attention of the public from beautiful ankles and feet and just, you know, idea of ballerina being light and just gorgeous and out of this world. When we see something going on the foot, elastic here and elastic there, sometimes they're not even pancaked. And by the way, shoe should be pancaked and ribbon should be pancaked to your skin color or tights color, right? So it should never stand out. You have to put your ribbons on the proper places. What I've been seeing, the ribbons are here and then elastics across. The ribbons are holding the shoe on your foot. So they are almost on the same place, but not. The outer ribbon goes a little bit further back, so it keeps the heel from slipping off. This ribbon, the inner one, comes a bit forward to hold this part of the shoe off. Because when you're going to point your foot, you don't want point shoe bulking up. You want a beautiful arch, so it's going to pull it up.
And this is going to be ongoing, you said? They're going to have supervision and little classes for technique?
Yes. We know this is a whole different philosophical change, and we understand that, and so we're going to take time. But we don't expect you to come to class next week with this done, okay? We're not actually purchasing and using it. No. We're talking about under our supervision trying. And I think
Probably.
Okay. We'll bring in at least 2 makers and give them the privilege and the opportunity of starting our dancers out right.
Want to take this off a little bit and break your shank right here. So you're basically breaking it right here so it doesn't break in the middle.
Right.
Where the big toe is, I would like to bang it more so it's softer on this side, right? That's it. So it's not going to hurt you. Plus, it will allow you to go on demi-four more and not to make noise on stage because it's just not polite. That's what we're going to do. Just do this part of the shoe, right? Only. Yeah, you'll feel it. It shouldn't be soft now. But it should be a little bit, it should give in a little bit. So.